Hey everybody, Bill De La Cruz here, and I want to share some things that I hope will support you in getting through the chaos that the world finds itself in. My view of normal has been completely disrupted, and I, like many of you, have been sheltered at home for the past month and have gone through every emotion you can imagine: shock, denial, anger, despair, hopelessness, compassion, contentment, and some all in the same day or the same hour. And it is a roller coaster ride of emotions. I find myself moving through my day muttering what a crazy world it is, and I realize that I can get away with it with talking to myself in public because there's nobody around due to social distancing. Along with these chaotic emotions comes stories and mindsets about myself that get in the way of my growth. My experience has been that my mindset drives my actions, and if I want to change my actions, I have to change my mindset. And the only way to change my mindset is to heighten my awareness about what I'm thinking. Critical self-reflection is really helpful and can be really brutal based on what we discover, because sometimes when we're really critical about ourselves, we don't find things that we always enjoy. And so in times of chaos and disruption, it's easier to drop into deficit thinking about myself or other people. And the way that that looks is me blaming myself for what's happening to me, or blaming other people for the chaos, and really acting out of a victim mentality. And we're in a time of global reset, and the actions each of us take will dictate how we evolve. My deficit thinking, if followed by deficit-based behavior, will lead to misery and pain for me and others because it's deficit-based. So my challenge each day is, how do I live in a growth mindset and remain positive in the midst of chaos and the disruption of normality? Without critical self-reflection, it's easy for my mind to make connections to my stories and create meaning that I act from. All my work canceled and my income canceled. And my stories get connected to deficit-based thinking about things like I must not be good enough, or I may never find work again, or I freak out and I worry. I had all kinds of plans to work, see my children, my grandchildren, and I had to cancel all of those. And yes, it was with a lot of resentment because of that. And I've had days where I'm just moving around and all of a sudden I start to cry. And what I've realized that in that moment of tears, I'm actually accepting the reality and totality of where we are in the world, which is causing my own emotion of tears. Self-care is really important at this time. And what I do to create self-care is I love to cook. So my family's with me, so I cook for ourselves. And I do my best to nourish us through this with good food and healthy food and loving food. And so cooking for me is a way to take care of myself. And when I'm cooking, I'm really focused on my cooking, so it actually helps me to be present, because I love it so much that it's just all my attention is on the ingredients and the food and the presentation, and I really love to do that, and it helps me to ground. So what I want you to do is to think about something you can do. Think about something that you really enjoy that you can do for yourself, for the people that you love, and go out and do it. After you've watched this video, write down one thing that you really enjoy that you're going to go out and share with the people that you love, and just go do it and make it happen and keep growing. Till next time.